If there were a city without a long, harsh winter, only warm and humid air, without closed gates, yet driven for 2,000 years by unbroken tides of trade, what kind of landscape would it reveal to the world? If there were a city that once welcomed distant sails along the Maritime Silk Road, and today connects the globe through data, logistics, and technology, where ancient temples and modern skyscrapers share the same skyline, what kind of light and shadow would that create? If there were a city whose streets carry the fragrance of morning dim sum, whose tea houses, night markets, and neighborhood lanes offer such rich and tempting flavors that no one wants to leave, a city whose openness and inclusiveness allow every language and every step to find its place, then what kind of city would it be? This is Guangzhou, a city that grew in sea breeze and stays alive in the warmth of everyday life. Ancient yet young, calm on the surface, yet always open to the world. It answers the times with warmth, embraces the future with openness, and shines on in 1,000 years of trade and human connection. Guangzhou lies in the heart of Lingnan in southern China. It is the capital of Guangdong province and one of the most important cities in the entire south. It sits on the northern edge of the Pearl River Delta near the river's lower reaches as it flows into the sea. Facing the South China Sea, backed by gentle hills, it is, in every sense, a city by the sea. This is a humid subtropical world. Winters are short and mild, summers are long and lush with moisture. The absence of a real winter is one of the most distinctive traits of the city's climate. More importantly, Guangzhou stands at the center of one of the most densely populated and economically dynamic urban regions on Earth, the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area. From here, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, and Macau are all within easy reach. High-speed rail, international flights, expressways, and ports converge, making Guangzhou the southern gateway between inland China and the world's oceans. For more than 2,000 years, the Pearl River has never stopped flowing, and Guangzhou has never stopped meeting the world. What makes Guangzhou special is this: it did not emerge overnight as a suddenly prosperous metropolis. It is a trading city whose urban life has remained unbroken since the Qin and Han dynasties. A true millennium-old commercial capital in the 2nd century BCE, after unifying Lingnan, the first emperor of Qin established Nanhai Commandery here. From then on, this region became a political, military, and trading center of the South Dynasty after Dynasty set their administration here. The area around Yuexiu Hill grew into the oldest urban core of Guangzhou. To walk into Yuexiu Park today is not just to enter a city park, but to step into a timeline spanning 2,000 years, shaded by trees with lakes, flower beds, and rockeries. The remaining city walls, once praised as the finest scenery in Lingnan, quietly witnessed the city's journey from walled settlement to modern metropolis. At the foot of Yuexiu Hill stands the Museum of the Western Han Dynasty Mausoleum of the Nanyue King. It is built directly over a real imperial tomb, the tomb of Zhao Mo, a king of the Nanyue Kingdom during the Western Han. It is the largest painted stone chamber tomb ever discovered in the Lingnan region, and the only one of its kind. The jade burial suit, bronzeware, jade ornaments, imperial seals, thousands of artifacts tell us that, long ago, this was already a crossroads between Chinese civilization and the maritime world. Local legend speaks of 5 celestial goats descending from the sky, each bearing ears of grain. They blessed this land with abundance. To honor this gift, people placed a 5-goat statue atop Yuexiu Hill, and Goat City became another name for Guangzhou. From the very beginning, the city carried a wish to provide, to grow, and to keep flourishing. In the Tang and Song dynasties, Guangzhou was a key port on the Maritime Silk Road. Trading ships from Arabia, India, and Southeast Asia cast anchor here and exchanged goods. If there is one image that captures the Guangzhou of today, it must be the night view along both banks of the Pearl River. Rising on the river's southern shore is Canton Tower, the city's most recognizable landmark. Standing 600 meters tall, it is the 2nd tallest tower in the world and the 6th tallest structure on the planet. At night, its slender form glows in shifting colors, its elegant curve earning it the affectionate nickname, the Little Waist. From the top of the tower, the Pearl River flows beneath you like a silver ribbon, gently dividing the city into north and south. On the northern bank, Zhujiang New Town stretches along the city's central axis, Guangzhou's most modern, and in many ways, its youngest face. Here lies Huaqing Square, a vast urban plaza flanked by soaring skyscrapers with libraries, museums, and an opera house dotted across the open space. This is not only the financial heart of Guangzhou, but also the stage on which the city presents its contemporary image to the world. When night falls, the lights of Lieda Bridge ripple on the surface of the Pearl, and the skyline of Zhujiang New Town draws a sharp, luminous line across the sky. The ancient, thousand-year trading city has found a new language of light. Its long history is not a burden, but the firm foundation from which it steps into the future. Guangzhou's outward appearance can be described by its skyline, but the soul of Guangzhou lies in its old streets and enduring buildings. In the old Shiguan district, arcaded shophouses, Qilu, stand shoulder to shoulder. Shops and small businesses occupy the ground floor. Families live upstairs. These structures, with covered walkways that shelter from sun and rain and facades designed for airflow, are the result of Lingnan people adapting ingeniously to a hot, humid climate. Ancestral halls form the deepest roots of Cantonese culture. Clan members gather there, ancestral rituals take place there, and stories, values, and rules are carved into wood and stone. To an outsider, they are simply old buildings. To the people of Guangzhou, they quietly answer a simple question: where do I come from? The sound of bells and Buddhist chants has echoed for more than 1,000 years from the Temple of the 500 Arhats, Dafo Temple. Founded in the southern Han, it has survived over 11 centuries of storms and repair, and still its incense burns. At night, lights illuminate its halls. Red lanterns and golden Buddha statues weave a scene that feels suspended between reality and a dream. Yet the story of this city is not only an Eastern one. During the turbulent decades of China's modern history, Western architecture and culture also left a unique imprint on Guangzhou. The Sacred Heart Cathedral is one of the most striking examples. This is a Gothic Catholic cathedral built entirely of stone, one of only a handful of its kind in the world. Its soaring spires, rose windows, and stained glass bring European religious aesthetics into the Lingnan sky. Not far away lies Shamian Island, a sandbank formed by centuries of silt from the shifting channels of the Pearl River by the Ming and Qing dynasties. It had become a vital trading point and one of the earliest places where Guangzhou met the wider world. As global tides surged in modern times, Western architectural styles took root here today. Walking along Shamian's quiet streets, you pass under old banyan trees and past facades with European arches, balconies, and ornamentation. Here, European silhouettes and Lingnan skies meet in a calm, balanced way. Shamian is not a memory of conflict, but a witness to cultural convergence. In Guangzhou, ancestral halls and cathedrals do not cancel each other out. Qilu arcades and Western-style villas are not in opposition. 2,000 years of Eastern roots and Western echoes carried in on the sea breeze stand side by side here, together forming the most unique soul of this city. Leave the busy streets for a moment and climb Baiyun Mountain, and Guangzhou will show you a different face. Known as the first beauty of the Goat City, Baiyun is made up of over 30 peaks. Its main peak, Moxing Ridge, rises to 382 meters. It is not famous for its height, but for the perspective it offers on the city below. From the summit, the Pearl River winds at your feet, skyscrapers rise and fall in the distance, and the city's noise softens into a gentle background. It is no surprise that since ancient times, countless poets and scholars have come here to write and reflect above this thriving commercial hub. The quiet of mountains and river gives people a rare moment of pause and thought. Along the banks of the Pearl, parks, greenbelts, and wetlands allow the city to truly breathe. Whether you're cycling along the river or taking an evening walk, you can feel that Guangzhou is not just a city that speaks the language of business. It is also a place that tries to keep space where its people can slow down and simply live. If history and architecture allow you to see a city, then its food allows you to truly remember it. Across China, there is a well-known saying, "Qi zai Guangzhou." To eat, go to Guangzhou. Morning tea houses are the best illustration of this. Steam rises from basket after basket of dim sum. Crystal-skinned, shrimp dumplings, glistening braised chicken feet, silky rice rolls, and fragrant siu mai. Each delivers a different layer of taste. A pot of tea, a few baskets of dim sum. You come for the flavors and stay for the conversation. At lunch and dinner, the table becomes even more generous. Plain-looking poached white-cut chicken wins you over with its tender meat and dipping sauce. Roast goose shines under the lights, its skin crisp, its meat succulent. Slow-simmered Cantonese soups bubble in clay pots, turning time itself into an ingredient. When night falls, street-side stalls, late-night eateries, and dessert shops light up one by one. The gentle sweetness of tong sui desserts, the smoky aroma of grilled skewers, the sizzling plates of stir-fried snails mixed with chatter and laughter. Together, they compose the most vivid version of Guangzhou's nightlife. Guangzhou is not only the home of Cantonese cuisine, it also represents an attitude that food should be good, thoughtful, and full of care. Here, flavors from all over the world are welcomed. On the very same street, you might find authentic Cantonese dishes, Southeast Asian flavors, Japanese restaurants, and French-style patisseries. For the people of Guangzhou, to eat has never been merely to fill one's stomach. It is the rhythm of life, the heartbeat of the city. It is this devotion to taste that makes eating in Guangzhou more than just a famous saying. It is the most touching expression of the city's everyday warmth. From ancient trading port to modern metropolis, Guangzhou has long stood at the forefront of China's opening to the world. Today, it is a national, central city and a key engine of the Guangdong-Hong Kong-Macau Greater Bay Area. The Tianhe CBD and Zhujiang New Town bring together finance, headquarters, and high-end services. Between the towers, capital and information meet and flow again and again. Across the river from Zhujiang New Town lies Pazhou, rising rapidly as a hub for the digital economy and the internet industry. Glass-clad towers grow like a new forest, hosting technology, companies, and online giants, giving this ancient trading city a brand new track for the future. Guangzhou Port and Baiyun International Airport sustain the city with a constant flow of goods and people. Ships depart from here to ports around the world. Planes take off and land, connecting Guangzhou with every continent. The China Import and Export Fair, the Canton Fair, is a name familiar to merchants worldwide. Here, countless deals are struck, countless handshakes are exchanged. The word Guangzhou is written again and again on contracts and business cards, and etched into the map of global trade. With its trademark pragmatism and openness, this city continues in a new era to play the role of the southern engine. To many people, Guangzhou is a busy city, with a fast-paced economy, a skyline growing year after year, and commercial activity that never really sleeps. But when the city slows down, you begin to see a gentler, more playful side of Guangzhou. In Panyu District, the Chimelong Tourist Resort is a dreamland for many families and children. In the safari park, giraffes, zebras, and giant pandas wander in spacious enclosures. In the amusement park, roller coasters and Ferris wheels carry screams and laughter into the sky. In the water park, summer heat dissolves into spray and joyful shouts. In the city center, a night cruise on the Pearl River shows another kind of romance. Lights shimmer on the water as Canton Tower, Lieda Bridge, and the city skyline unfold slowly upon the surface of the river, turning into a nightly ritual of light. For Guangzhou, laughter is not an afterthought, it is part of how the city lives. Children growing up here learn that life is not only about routines and schedules, but also about exploration and delight that belong to them. From Yueqiu Hill to the banks of the Pearl River, from the Nanyue King's Mausoleum to the top of Canton Tower, from ancestral hall carvings to cathedral rose windows, from morning dim sum to late-night street snacks. Guangzhou has its own way of telling the story of a city that has moved through the river of time without shouting and without fading away. It has no massive northern city walls, no dramatic western landscapes. Instead, it chose another path, to use warmth, inclusiveness, and a steady openness to become a city where people feel at ease to stay, even if you have never been here. One day, when you hear laughter drifting from a morning tea house or see lights glimmering on the Pearl River at night, you may understand this city has been opening its landscape to the world for a very, very long time. I'm Fantasy Traveler. May every journey help you fall in love with this world again. See you in the next episode.